Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another episode on the Unnamed Server. My name is Angry K9, and today we are back again here in the Nether Hub. Just like in the last episode where we built this storage area over here, we are going to work on expanding. We have several new members that have joined the server recently, and we have run out of room on the top level for spots. So I've decided it is time to expand, and I spent some time in a creative world working on a couple of different designs, and I've come up with one that I like, and I'm hoping everybody else on the server will like it as well. So first of all, I want to say welcome to our new members. We have 3 right away. We have For You to Envy, and we have Evo IM, or Evo, or Evoan. I'm not sure how to say that. I'm just calling him Evo. And we also have Riesenleid. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and I've just been calling him Riesen. Riz. If I pronounced that wrong, feel free to pick on me, yell at me, whatever you want to do, buddy. So, yeah. What I'm going to do today, like I said, is get started on this expansion. And I've already done a little bit of work. Nothing major. I've just widened these steps. Don't know if you remember or not, but they were only 2 wide. I've made them 4 wide. I just felt they needed to be a little bit bigger, so I made them bigger. And I think they look a little bit better. So the first thing I'm going to need to do, just like always, whenever we start a new project, is bust out a wall. And I'm going to have to take this wall here out. And I am going to have to take the wall out on the bottom level as well, because I have a nice large room that's going to be replacing these walls and all of this netherrack here. And I've got a bunch of digging I got to do, and a bunch of obsidian that I got to bust through here, and I'm hoping I've got my good pick. Sure do, although it's only efficiency 4. Don't have my efficiency 5 pick. One of these days I need to get around to upgrading this one. But it works well enough for now. So, yeah, I don't want to make you sit through all of this digging. I thought about going ahead and doing another time lapse like I did in my last video, but I'm going to be doing a lot more digging out than I did in that one, and I just don't think it's feasible to do so. So I am going to go ahead and dig all this out, and dig out all of the netherrack, and I have a lot that I have to dig out. I think it's probably going to be maybe 2 or 3 double chests worth at least, if not more. So I've got all the supplies I need over here in these chests as well. And I want to say thanks to For You to Envy for getting all these wonderful lava buckets. Unfortunately, he couldn't bring any nurses to treat the burns that I know I'm going to get. And I also want to say thanks a million to Tilly Sark for helping me dig out all of this obsidian, and to Reason for getting all of this glowstone for me. So, awesome. We are good to go. We've got everything we need, probably more than we need, but that's alright, because you can never have too much stuff in Minecraft. Right, so stick around, guys. I'm going to dig all this out, and when I come back, we'll be ready to start. Okay, guys. I got all that dug out, though can't say for certain whether I got it dug out to the right size or not. I know it goes pretty far back, but I don't know if this is deep enough or not. Really couldn't tell from the screenshot, and didn't really feel like getting into figuring it out. But I'll worry about that later. What I'm gonna do right now is... what am I gonna do right now? I am going to discover that I've got all these steps put in the wrong place. But actually, I don't. I just need to, let's see here. Got a little bit more wall here than what I'm looking at. So I think I extended these walls here just a little bit, but not quite certain. But what I'm going to do is get started on putting those half slabs in place, all these stone half slabs here, because I don't want things spawning while I'm working. And these are just temporary. I don't have cobblestone half slabs all the way across the entire floor. I have stone brick half slabs mixed in with regular smooth stone half slabs, and also some cobblestone half slabs in there. And going to just do this temporarily to prevent things from spawning. And what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to have track alcoves, as I call them, or slots as everyone else calls them, along this wall and this wall over here. And I've got two different ways I can do this. One of them, I have 5 slots on either side, although I think I may expand that just a little bit right here on the fly to make 6, maybe 8 slots on either side. I'm not sure yet. And the way I did it originally is I had 5 slots on that side, 5 slots on that side, and they were slightly bigger than the slots on the top level up there. And I thought, I could fit more slots in there if I make them the same size as the slots on the top level. And I ended up with 6 on each side. But I was thinking, maybe it might be nice to make them just a little bit bigger so that people might have a little bit of room to kind of decorate their slot or alcove however they want to decorate it, customize it a little bit. And if I did it then the way that they were all the same size as the ones up top, then they wouldn't be able to do that at all, because there would be a slot here, and a slot here, and this slot would share a common wall with this slot and this slot over here, and this slot would share a common wall with this slot, etc. And nobody would really be able to do any kind of customization to their slots, because if they did, then they would mess up the wall next to them, and just don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to see here. The screenshot I have, these stairs appear to be back a little farther, which is really strange because as far as I know, I did not move them at all. So I have to check that out, but that's no big deal. It doesn't matter really. What I have is starting right here, and there goes my pick, and there's my pick again. Really strange bug, and there goes my pick again. And it looks like that time it is gone, so let me head up here because I have another pick in my ender chest. And let's see, that's my efficiency pick. Don't want to break that one. Here we go. Here's a silk touch pick. I have 2 of those back at base, as well as this one here, so I'll go ahead and keep that one. And it looks like Globbits is up there working on his track, so I'm not going to go up there and look, because he is very secretive, keeping it a secret. So I'm going to make some more cobblestone half slabs here, and while I'm at it, might as well. And I hear a magma cube slapping around out there somewhere. So anyway, what I have here is I have the nether brick going up to a piece of glowstone right there, and then that continues up to the top. And then right next to that, I have a quartz pillar or column or whatever you want to call it, going all the way from floor to ceiling on both sides like that. And that is just kind of there for decoration to just kind of separate the expansion area, this area over here, from the rest of it, and kind of give it a separated look there. And I'm trying to think about how I did this. It looks like I think I extended this out, or have another wall here. I'm not completely certain, but that's right. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting in all these cobblestone half slabs, just so that I don't have pigmen spawning around here and getting in the way. And with this big room here, have the potential to have a ghast spawn in here, and I really do not want that. So I'm going to go ahead and plop down all these half slabs, and I want to check some of the other screenshots I have to make sure I have the dimensions right, make sure all those stairs over there are in the right place, I should say, because I really don't want to have to move them. And as far as I know, I shouldn't have to, but anything is possible. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I got those in place now, mostly, and I've also got this figured out. And what I did was I extended this wall out just like that, and that's kind of what I thought I did. So that goes 5, because then I start going up right there, and looks like 3, right, and then I've got some glowstone there, and I didn't bring any with me, but I've got some here. I've got stone bricks, and I'm also going to need some of this obsidian back again, because I have set the wall up to match the theme of the rest of the hub, just like this. I have the stone bricks here, and some glowstone right in the middle here, just like that. And then I have the obsidian coming along the top, right here, and meeting up with the rest of them. I have both sides just like that. And then, after that, I have 3 of these taken out, because I have those slabs here, and that is the same on both sides, just like that. And I'm doing this because I don't want a solid floor. Kind of a little bit of a design, I guess you could say, and I kind of like, making it a little bit more interesting. Look at the block lag there. A little bit more interesting, not so plain and dull, and that's the wrong one. I need to move that over. Right there. And I have these lining it on both sides all the way down, and I've got it like that all the way back to the back wall. And again, I'm not completely certain that this is as long as it should be. It should be as wide. And then what I have over here is all of these here are actually stone brick half slabs. I don't think I have any of those on me. And this center area right down here is still the cobblestone half slabs. And it kind of gives it that effect of having a walkway. This is kind of the same thing I did in the storage room that I built on the next level up. So, yeah, it's kind of the same theme as far as the floor goes. The walls on the lower level pretty much follow the same theme as the rest of the hub. These walls up here, though, kind of deviate quite a bit. I have a different theme that I use for that up there, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then I have this large wall back here. And originally, I had the whole thing just stone bricks, and I had the nether brick wrapping all the way around, and the obsidian wrapping all the way around, and I did it like that both sides. And I had like some glowstone up there, but it just really looked kind of plain to me. I really didn't like it. So I started, messing around a bit, just kind of trying different things in that area, seeing what I could come up with. And I came up with something that I thought was pretty cool. And hopefully the others on the server will like it as well. I don't want to say what it is. I'm going to wait until I'm ready to make it. And that way everybody will get to see it at the same time. So let me grab some more of these here half slabs. And I'm going to have to make some stone brick half slabs, it looks like, because I don't seem to have any. Got a few, but not enough. There's another one right there. Yeah, that might be enough. I'll have to take a look and see. But I'm going to go ahead and finish out this floor. And I just put all these half slabs down, but I'm going to take them right back up. And I'm going to replace them all with the stone brick half slabs. And then I'm going to continue these smooth stone half slabs all the way down. And then I'm going to do this other side of the wall, both top and bottom. And when I come back, I'll have all that stuff in place that I just mentioned. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off the balcony area up here. All I do is extend the half slabs out a little bit, and then I just run some nether brick right across and put some fencing on top of it. Nothing special or fancy there, so I'm not really going to worry too much about showing that on camera. Alright guys, I'm back, and I went ahead and stuck with the original design on the balcony here. Just brought it straight across instead of messing with it. And I've run into a little bit of a problem with Globbit's track here. This sandstone here is going to be sticking out. I can cover most of it up to about here. There's going to be a few blocks sticking out, so probably going to have to try and work on something, maybe to hide that something different. Not really sure what, but I'm going to worry about that right now. These walls got extended out just like they did on the lower level, and I brought some nether brick right across here and extended the half slabs out. So now we have a little balcony kind of overlooking the track area. And we'll go back down here and head down the steps. As you can see, I did the same thing with the walls down here, and this is the quartz pillar I mentioned earlier. I have that going all the way up on both sides. And I extended these out, put some glowstone in there. Couple pieces of glowstone right there, and made it look uniform on both sides. So it's really turning out pretty good so far, coming right along. What I want to do right now is go up here and take a look at this area up here, because I have I've always liked, let's see, which side is it on? I think it's over here. Yeah, over here. I've always kind of liked the ceiling that Fubi put in over here in the mall area, which is still not quite complete. But see, he's got the spruce wood and then the birch wood, along with some quartz half slabs along there, and then he has some spruce wood steps with glowstone in the middle, and he did that all the way down. And I think that looks really neat. So what I've done was more or less copy that design, very similar, over here on the top section. And I think I'm going to probably have to extend this out a little bit, because where Globbit's used sandstone here, it's kind of Ritsen hit the ground too hard. So that's going to be in the way just a little bit, but that's alright. So let's see here. Looking at this right, starting right here. No, too close. One back right there, yeah. And I'm getting some block lag. There we go. And I have 6 across just like that. I have one here, and one here, and one there. Got it like that on both sides. So yeah, I'm gonna have... Is that right? Am I doing that right? I am doing that the wrong way. Maybe I should do it that way. It'll cover up the Globbit's sandstone area. If I do it that way, though, I wonder if I can maybe round that balcony out. That might be kind of cool. But this isn't quite the way it's supposed to go. This is actually supposed to go the other way. And all that's supposed to be on that side. Hopefully I can do this without breaking the sandstone. And we'll try it again on the other side. I'm looking at it backwards compared to the screenshot I'm looking at, and that's why I just did that the wrong way. Let me get down here and get some of this netherrack so I have something to use the pillar up with. We will do it on the correct side. So let's see. Yeah. Trying to put it on top of a half slab and it won't place. So let me, yeah, that's right. Pillar up right here. This is supposed to go right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to have obsidian lining the top all the way down on both sides. So let me just walk on over here and we will make ourselves a little platform here that we can stand on. Now probably going to have to turn my game sounds down because those ghasts are driving me insane. Let's see, yeah, that's going to be sitting in all the way across. And then I have one here, just like that. And then from here on down I have the wood. So the only real problem I'm going to have is this area right here. And let's see. What do you think? Maybe we can... I guess I could do that. Looks kind of strange, though. Just like that. Of course, that's not going to help. Yeah, it doesn't look good that way. Let me take this other one out. And I will have to figure something out. I'm going to take one of these out, too, just so I can get in there. I'm going to have to figure something out what to do up there to hide that sandstone. Maybe... Well, I don't know. I'll figure something out, but I'll do it off camera. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Go ahead and put that fence post back in place and knock all this back out. I'll go ahead and get started on the walls for the lower level. Really nothing fancy about those. Just stone bricks, like I said. And of course, I have the nether brick lining the bottom all the way down on both sides. And then I have, let's see, I need to go here and get all of this. Put some of those out of the way. I should have enough to do both sides of this. I'm going to have to make some more, though, because I only have those 2 stacks. And I cooked up a bunch of netherrack yesterday and have it over in the storage area, so it should be there and ready to go. And now I'm going to need these stone bricks. And you think I use way too many of these, but I just want to stick to theme. And let me switch screenshots here to make sure I get this all correct. Like I said, originally I had built this in a creative world to where I had let's see, I think I had an alcove that was 3 wide, just like that, right? And yeah, and I believe I had 2 in between, and then it was 3 wide like that. Is that right? That's 2, 3, 4. That's too wide. I'll do that. And then 1, 2, 3. And then have it like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way both sides. 4, and then I had this one right here, and just like that. And I had 5 on either side, and then right here I had some chests. And I think originally I started with double chests, but I didn't like the way that it worked out because it made everything look lopsided on this end. And then I changed them to single chests on both sides. And let's see. If I do it this way, I don't think there's really going to be any need to have double chests down here. There may not even be any need to have chests at all. My plan was that I was going to have pieces of track and minecarts, spare minecarts and things like that for everybody to use as needed. But with that storage room over there, probably don't need to do all that. But my dilemma was, if I did it this way, more or less these things would be the same size. What I would have is I would have an alcove here, and there would be, this one go back just a little bit, and I think it was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think that's 4, and I think I had it 5 deep, just like that. And these are just a little bit bigger than the alcoves on the top. And then on this side I had the same thing here. And Actually, I had that one higher as well. Because I had all of this filled in with nether brick. Kind of a standard generic coloring that I use, theme that I use for each of these. And then this one went over one. And I guess these did share a common wall. That wall right there. Just like they did in the other one. And maybe that's why I decided to go ahead and do it that way, since they all did share a common wall. But it seems like everybody wants their track 3 wide. And that was kind of the idea here. They could kind of build their track, you know, start it right here. And this would be their alcove area, all this right here. Dig that out. Efficiency pick keeps taking too many blocks. And that way they'd be able to have their 3 wide track. And they could have it come out here however they want, maybe turn here. Or come out this way and turn over here and stop right here and have their chests here. And I thought I could make them smaller, make them the same size as the ones on the top, then I could get more tracks in. So I could do that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this design. Make these just a little bit bigger. And of course we have that back wall there, and we can always expand further down if necessary. And I am actually going to do that because I want to have 6 on either side. So I'm going to go ahead and make this whole room a little bit longer than I originally had it. And that is one of the things I like about building in Minecraft. You can make a design and you can work on it and kind of like make adjustments, mid-range adjustments to your build, and usually not have too much trouble. Since everything is so blocky and modular, it usually works out pretty well. So I'm going to turn my game sounds down because those ghasts are just absolutely irritating me. Take it all the way down to 5, and I won't hear them anymore. Go ahead and bring that over. And let's see. I'll just knock a bunch of this out because I'm going to have to. Whoa, hello. Lava. Oh, ow, ow, ow. That hurts. Ow, ow. It burns. It burns. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, let's take care of this little problem here. Try not to set myself on fire again. There we go. Of course, I was just saying that about, you know, not having too many problems with mid-range adjustments, and then look what happens, right? But that's no big deal. I'm going to put those there, and then this comes down here. That way I can have more tracks, and they'll also be a little bit bigger. And this is not going to change the design. All it's going to do is move the wall back a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the whole installing chest down here on the end, because honestly it's really not necessary, since we do have that storage area up there. I am a firm believer that you can never have too many chests in Minecraft, but I guess it probably is possible to have too many storage spaces in one area. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for a little bit and finish out both of these walls on both sides. And I'm going to dig out or finish off one or maybe 2 of these alcoves to kind of give you an idea of what they're going to look like. And I'm also going to bring the obsidian up there all the way down to the other end. And I'm going to get that end wall over there prepped. And then what I'm going to do is work on just one side on the upper level there, so that I can get through that really quick. And I want to get this end wall over here finished. And then I'll just finish one side of this, finish this end wall, and then I'll just do the rest of it off camera. That way you're not sitting through a lot of redundant block breaking and block placing like you already have been so far. But the design I'm going to use have on this wall here at the end of it is something I think is pretty cool. Something I hope is going to give Fubi the creeps every time he runs in here. And have a little fun with it. So let me go ahead and drop that right in there. Actually, you know what? Since there's only one on that end, I'm going to go ahead and just do one here. And I'm going to make this end match that end pretty much uniform. And yeah, we'll do it that way. Do I have the quartz blocks with me? Yes, I do. Let's see. I think I had... Let me see if I can get the right screenshot here. And that sounded painful. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I sure did. I had some glowstone down here. Right at the end. So let me go ahead and put that in. Let's see. And how am I'm going to make this look just like that, right? So... Well, it's not going to be a perfect match, but I am going to have this here. The only difference between this here and that down there is I'm going to have some glowstone right here. And then I'm going to have quartz blocks, and it looks like I have the chiseled quartz. So let me run over here and get some of that. And I think I have some of that. Chiseled quartz. Yes, I do. Awesome. And I should just use ender pearls, huh? That's what I got them for. Oh, well. Forget about it. But I've got, on top of this glowstone right here, a chiseled quartz block. And I've got another one right here. And I have this all the way around. Yeah, just like that. And I have 2 pieces of glowstone. Just like that. And let me put some netherrack back in that little corner there. Don't want to waste another brick. And I just goofed. I got to put glowstone right there. Silly me. Okay, just like that. And then chiseled quartz. And I've got another chiseled quartz block right there and another piece of glowstone here on both sides. And with glowstone here, and then I don't have any with me. Yeah, I sure do. With these half slabs working the way they do. Let's see, does that go... Okay. It goes like this. Got these here. Not those. Not those. These come out right there. And I've got that just like that. And you saw how it got a little bit darker there. And I think it just gives kind of a neat effect when you use half slabs next to glowstone there. Because it kind of cuts out the light, but it doesn't cut it all out. It gives it a little bit of a glow in the surrounding area. And I just think that looks kind of cool. So I have that just like that. And this is actually going to finish out the floor, which is a beautiful thing. And I need more of those. So go ahead and... Is that how that is? Just like that all the way across. And you see what I was saying about that glowing effect? And I do have a lot more glowstone that's supposed to go in place, so it won't be totally dark here. And, I'm not looking at this. I might want to go ahead and put those chests in after all. Let's see, chiseled quartz. And we got another one right here. Just like that. And then I have the pillar quartz all the way up both sides. So let me knock this out. And too far back, at least for now, because it is going to come out eventually. And yeah, actually that's right. And I've got, in the screenshot I have half slabs all the way across this. And except for on the glowstone so that things don't spawn. But I think I'm going to go ahead and change these to steps. And I don't have any on me. I'm going to go ahead and change these blocks to nether brick stairs. That way I don't have to use half slabs and make it look kind of weird. And it'll just look better with the steps there. So I'm going to change those. And that actually stays in place. the same over here, all the way up, and that is, to dig a little bit higher, and I'll do that because of the design I have on this wall back here. And yeah, so that pretty much gets the wall ready. I'm not going to put the chests there, don't need them. And I'm going to go ahead and finish out this wall here and finish these corners here with the quartz. And drag all that obsidian along the tops and the corners here. And then make this side look just like that side. And then I'm going to come back and I'll start working on this top part of the wall here. And I'll just do this half all the way down. And probably go off camera and do the other side as well. You know what? Instead of doing that, why don't I just go ahead and do that side now? And then I can just finish the other side later. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a lot of this stuff here because I just have too much, and I'll decide what I need. And once I got everything squared away, I'll be able to get started. So let's see here. I want to get rid of all this. And I'm going to have so much netherrack. I was wrong about how much I was going to have. I think I said I was going to have like 2 or 3 double chests, but I'm not going to have that much. So for the next part, I'm going to need cobblestone, 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 and lots of cobblestone. Probably not that much. And I want to get some steps. Do I have nether brick steps? I have 2, so let me make some more. That way I can replace that nether brick down there on the end. And just, yeah, I think it'll look better that way. And maybe I'm going to end up with enough nether brick to finish this project after. I don't need that many steps. Probably not that many either. So, yeah. Let me get up here and get situated, and then we'll start working on that wall. Okay guys, for this wall, I've got cobblestone all the way up, and I forgot the word I was trying to say there. And it looks like I have it, let's see, just 3 high, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 spaces, and then 3 high again, well, 4 high actually. And then I've got some steps, cobblestone steps, sitting here, just like that, and yeah, that is not quite right, is it? Yeah, that is right. What am I thinking? I got those just like that there. I don't know, for some reason that just doesn't seem to be right. Actually, it's not, because I forgot this. Well, oh, this is weird. What am I forgetting here? Simple. And this is so silly. Derp, derp, derp. A derp moment. A very, very derp moment. I forgot that. Got that going all the way down right here. Silly me. All the way across. And that's why it wasn't matching up right. And now I've got the steps just like that. Okay? And that is working out. So now what I've got is I've got this hole here dug out right there. And then I've got that, that, and that. And I'm going to take this out for just a second because I've got that dug out just like that as well. And I've got, I think, let's see, did I put, no I did not. In the creative world, I have the nether brick. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I have the nether brick right here just like that, but then I have the nether rack right behind it. But in this one, right here, just right here, I want to put some cobblestone in, and I'll show you why in just a second. And we'll put that in, and this actually lines the entire ceiling of the slot right there, just like that. Let me get back up here. Well, actually, before I do that, I don't think I have any iron with me. And I need iron to make some iron bars. And I thought I had everything and that I was all ready to go. But apparently I don't. So, anyway, what I've got is lava behind those steps. And that's why I wanted that cobblestone in there, so that if anyone, starts digging out in one of these alcoves down there, they will know that if they hit the cobblestone, there's lava behind it. And the lava acts as a natural lighting source. I have a lava block here and a lava block here, and it just kind of fills in the whole thing. And I should still be able to put it in there even without the iron bars, because I have iron bars over it. And that is what I needed all these lava buckets for. I need those. And I have iron bars in front of them. And the iron bars aren't really there to hold the lava in, but just for looks. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance. Oh, this didn't work out too well, did it? I did what Fubi did, and actually I just placed that in the wrong spot. And I may die, so let me get away from the lava here just in case I do. Yep. Goodbye, cruel world. Oh, well, you can't win them all, right? So, since we're in Spawn Town, if I can get the door to work here, I'm going to go ahead and grab some iron. And that was not what was supposed to happen. As far as I can tell, I put the lava block in the wrong place. It was supposed to go up in the top, where I just dug all that out. And, yeah, that didn't quite work out. Not sure how much hi, zombie. Hi, little zombie. Got zombies hanging around the iron farm over here. So let's see here. I'll just take quite a bit there. And almost out of iron. We had a lot. I'm going to make some fences, or I'm sorry, bars. Iron bars, that's what I was trying to say. That's probably more than enough, so I'll go ahead and drop all this iron back in the iron farm. Maybe I'll keep a stack with me just in case. Nah, I don't need it. Yeah, so let me run back there and get my stuff. Hopefully it hasn't despawned, which it shouldn't have, but I don't know, we've been seeing some really weird glitches in Minecraft lately. So who knows, it might despawn after 5 seconds. Let me go ahead and clean up this lava and fix this the way it is, and I'll be back. I went ahead and I worked on all the walls and the ceiling. I went ahead and finished them all out. So as you can see, I went ahead and more or less copied Fubi's design for the ceiling over there. Slightly different though. I wanted to use the spruce wood stairs around the glowstone instead of the spruce or the birch wood like he had, and I also added the glass there to kind of give it a light effect. I think it looks a little bit better. And I got all the lava placed over there, and I only died 2 more times trying to get all the lava in place. And I got some wood fencing right there, just as kind of a little bit of a decoration, just so that it wasn't looking so plain up there. So yeah, I think that's turned out really nice. And all I got left to do, other than replace that nether brick down there with nether brick stairs, is build the design in the wall that I have in mind down there. And I've got a screenshot up that tells me exactly what block I need to place where. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to kind of let it form right in front of you. And we've been getting some lag and some block lag like crazy on the server today. Not really sure what's going on. And it also occurred to me that we have one other new member that I neglected to mention in the beginning of the video. I don't think I've mentioned him before, but I may have. Jefferson 4240 or 4420, I think it is. I'm not sure what the name is. We'll just call him Jeff. He's joined the server. So welcome to the server, Jeff. Glad to have you on board and looking forward to doing all kinds of fun stuff with you in the future. So yeah, going to see here. I think I've got everything squared away here. So as you can see, I've got some colored clay blocks or stained clay blocks down here. Some regular clay blocks, 2 blocks of coal, and I've got 2 quartz slabs. I needed 1 quartz block, and I accidentally turned it all into slabs, so I'll just use 2 slabs for what I need. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I need to stack up 4 blocks of clay. And I think it's going to become pretty obvious what I'm doing pretty quickly. So I need those, and then 3 more. And I'm going to try to do this from over here. This is kind of tricky here, so I'm going to need that. Block of cayenne clay. It's like 2 more dark ones. And I believe it is that one and that one. This is not easy to do the way I'm doing this here. But I will get over it, right? So let me go ahead and put, let's see, I need those 2 right there. And then that one, back to the dark green. And then, let's see, is that right? Yeah, that one. And then that one and that one. Should be right. Right? Okay. Another dark green, if I can place it. And then we got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And back to the dark green. And this was something that I spent quite a bit of time working on to develop and design. And I'm pretty sure you already know by now what it is. It's pretty obvious, I think. If not, it will be when I jump down and take a look at it. This is where I need to do slabs and then the coal block. Okay, and then I've got those 3 there. And looks like that one and that one. And then I've got regular clay all the way across, then 2, then 1. And this is the light green, and then 2 cayenne there. Cyan, I'm sorry. When I was a kid, I always called it cayenne. I don't know why, but it's actually pronounced cyan. So, yeah, that should take care of that and that. Here comes the tricky part, and I think you already know what I just made. So let's go ahead and knock that block out. Take a step back, take a look, and voila, Mr. Pigman. So, yeah, this was the design that I put together. Yeah, it didn't take me all that long. It actually looks a lot better if I get further away. Didn't really take me all that long. I found a screenshot of the Pigman texture face area, and I went ahead and worked with the clay. Originally I was going to use wool, but I didn't really want to do that because it was in the Nether, and I didn't want to take a chance on it getting set on fire somehow with the lava so close to it. So I went ahead and used the stained clay. The only thing in there that I know of that might catch on fire would be the coal blocks, but that's no big deal. They're easy to replace. So yeah, we've got a nice little pigman face hanging out down there. And we've got the ceiling, and all the walls are done. And I'm not going to worry about these alcoves here. This is pretty much the size that they will be. I'm going to go ahead and finish these off camera. There's really no need to do that all on camera because it's all just taking out netherrack and replacing it with nether brick and throwing in some glowstone all the way down. So it's no big deal. I'm probably going to put some maybe different colored blocks here. Actually, I'll probably just go ahead and stick with nether brick for right now on just one side of these so that anybody that claims one of these alcoves, they can, if they want, put different colored blocks here to kind of identify their alcove or slot from everybody else's. Maybe somebody can use lapis blocks here gold blocks, iron blocks. Somebody's really brave, they can use diamond blocks there, whatever they want, just to give it a little bit of a customization to it and, you know, help it make it easier to identify. And the other thing I want to do is these blocks right here I'm going to replace with stone brick steps. That's what I had in the original design. This video was just running long, and it's going to be, probably has been heavily edited, and I hate doing all kinds of cuts like that, but it is what it is. And the only other thing I got to do is figure out something to do with that sandstone up there that's visible. Not really sure what I'm going to do there. Can't really change it because that's part of Globbett's track. I don't know, maybe I'll throw some half slabs up there or something, and on both sides to just cover it up or something like that. Not sure. I'll figure something out. But yeah, so that's it. That's the Nether Hub expansion. Got the nice little pigman face there, and I really like the ceiling and the top level there. A little bit of a design there, so it's not plain. A little bit darker down here than I would like, but yeah, that's the Nether for you, right? So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. My name is Angry K9, and I'll see you next time.